rearrange this room that everybody gets a seat, or move it to the middle school, Upper Potts Grove Middle School, where there's ample parking and seating available. It's only fair to the residents, and tonight maybe we can take a vote on that right now, and maybe we can resolve this so everybody would have a seat. And I apologize, gang, but can we do that, Mr. President, take a vote on it?
No,
Rearrange the room or move it up to,
we'll talk about how we design it.
all right, then could I put that on the agenda for next month?
It'll never be done.
Other.
I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I agree with the young man in the back. We desperately need more young people, not just to attend meetings, but to take part in the government, in the process, run for, either volunteer for a committee or run for an office, because we're all getting up in age and we're not going to be here all the time to fix the problems or even try to address them. So anything you can do to get the word out, you know, please. I really would like to see more younger people in the audience. And yes, I agree with what you just said. It is two issues that we're both arguing back and forth. I feel we may have had, if we had made our case through a public meeting, maybe none of this would have happened. Or we would have at least heard your voice and picked a different spot. It's just, you know, I can't get into cases, into law, into this and that. That's not my thing, you know. To me, I'm saying this is my common sense. It just is, to me, it's a very obvious thing. You just ask the people who pay our bills.
Call for democracy.
Actually, I agree with Kathy. I would certainly love to see more younger people getting involved in civil activities, and I think that is very healthy. I really don't have much else to say, but there was one lady who made a very good question, and well, we can't answer until I think I can try to start to. You asked what's going to be done with the rest of the property. Barbara asked that question. You know, from day one, I said, not only are we going to design this complex, we need to look at the rest of the property and see if the soybean field is the highest and best use for us. I talked to Open Space and asked Greg, maybe, you know, we talked about a few projects, but yes, this building is going to look ugly in the middle of the field. We have to design the whole rest of the complex with that, and it may be doing nothing. The good part is we have a very good engineer who this is kind of his wheelhouse, and he's designed a lot of other projects for us. But that was a good question, Barbara, and I would certainly like to have further discussions on that and get going on at least looking at the rest of the property. What can we do with it, and if anything, and it's not building. I mean, I'm talking like reforest, passive use, trails. I'm not going to even say a soccer field, but
You can't keep taking the farmland.
well, maybe that's the best answer then, is to keep it a soybean field. But let's just let's have a discussion about that. And yes, I agree. Farmland is becoming less and less. Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit on the documents and make sure we got them posted. You should see two engineering reports that are on the website, also with the letter that went out explaining several of the comments that were here for answering those questions. You should reference those. The actual letter went out in October, and then there's two engineering reports that are posted as well. Let's talk a little bit on what open space kind of means. There are a lot of different definitions of it, and generally speaking, I'll speak for three of the commissioners. It's our township ground, and we buy that ground to keep it within the purviews of the township itself. It's to, as much as we can, to parry off any subdivisions that may come in or some commercial property that come in there. But still, it's to use it to our best advantage. We have a lot of ground. We have 326 .47 acres out there, and we need to be able to use that for the best of the community. Now, what it states in Title 32 that defines what open space is, which is open space benefits. And it clearly sits, as states, and there's several different reasons on how you can actually use it. And one of them is for the development. And we're building a public building to benefit the township and tie in with the different open space plans. You'll see that posted on there as well. The sewer piece came up as, the PUC is the Public Utility Commission. They're the one who set the rates going forward. We've had that discussion and sent out letters as well on that. We're quiet down a little. Okay, there's clearly some good comments going forward with these buildings. We have to figure out what we're gonna do with those, moving forward as well. Don also mentioned that Heather Place is not a good solution for that. For anything that we would put on, you can't make the overlay. So what we'll do now is go into executive session, and we have things to cover. We may have some action coming forward. Okay, thank you all.
You didn't answer my question.